E começou, deixa eu ver. Deixa eu ver se tudo tá bem. Se tem alguma coisa ruim.
Really bring the Knights of Favonius with you next time.
Deixa eu ver aqui. Começou. Deixa eu testar o áudio. Calma aí. E começou, deixa eu ver. Deixa eu ver se tudo tá bem. Se tem alguma coisa ruim.
Really bring the Knights of Favonius with you next time.
Deixa eu ver aqui. Começou. Deixa eu testar o áudio. Calma aí. Calma aí. Que vai. Dá pra escutar algumas coisas muito nítidas agora de eu batendo na minha mesa. Eu só tô passando o link aqui pra live pra meu PC. Que aí eu consigo acompanhar a live pelo celular também. Que aí se alguém entrar, fazer algum comentário, seria bem da hora. Eu conseguirei ver. Até o momento estou sem visão nenhuma do chat ao vivo desta brincadeira. Calma, calma. Cadê? Não tem? Não tem. Cadê? Não tem. Simplesmente. Ah, tá aqui, ó. Ah. Tá. Vamos ver. Chat ao vivo. Opa, não, sem áudio, né, meu querido? Tá. Deixa eu botar aqui nesse embolamento de fio aqui. Tá assim? Assim funciona? Não, assim corta o chat. Não corta nada. Não, não, pode ficar assim. Isso, perfeito, garoto. Perfeito. Assim eu consigo ver o chat de boa. Tá. Meu microfone. Deixa eu testar novamente, calma aí. Aumento de fio aqui. Tá assim? Assim funciona? Não, assim corta o chat. Não corta nada. Não, não, pode ficar assim. Isso, perfeito, garoto. Isso. Perfeito. Assim eu consigo ver o chat de boa. Tá. Tá. Vamos lá Meu então. microfone. Deixa eu testar novamente, calma aí. Já meter um likezão aqui, né? Pelo menos um like meu tem que ter. Se não ter um meu, vai ter de quem, né? Não? É foda, né, mano? Então, basicamente, deixa eu ver aqui, acho que pronto. Essa live vai ser um teste meu em algumas coisas. Por exemplo, dessa vez, diferente das outras lives, eu tô com o microfone aqui mais perto de mim. Deixa eu até ver se essa distância aqui fica boa. Que eu sinceramente não sei. E eu fechei a live aqui, olha que engraçado. Ah, deixa eu abrir aqui de novo. Calma, calma aí. Aqui, ó. Cadê? As coisas. Por exemplo, dessa vez, diferente das outras lives, eu tô com o microfone aqui mais perto de mim. Deixa eu até ver se essa distância aqui fica boa. Que eu sinceramente não sei. E eu fechei a live aqui, olha que engraçado. Não, tá ótimo. Tá ótimo, tá ótimo. Porque geralmente o microfone, ele ficava assim, ó. Calma aí que eu tô mexendo no microfone agora. Deve aparecer um barulho de morte e destruição. Ele ficava assim. Ah, deixa eu abrir aqui de novo. Ó. Até ver se essa distância aqui fica boa. Que eu sinceramente não sei. E eu fechei a live aqui, olha que engraçado. Não, tá ótimo. Tá ótimo, tá ótimo. Porque geralmente o microfone, ele ficava assim, ó. Calma aí que eu tô mexendo no microfone agora. Deve aparecer um barulho de morte e destruição. Ele ficava assim. Ah, deixa eu abrir aqui de novo. Ó. Tá vendo? Aí, do jeito que ele ficava, a minha voz ficava... Ainda ficava nítida, mas ficava meio estranho. Isso por quê? Porque eu não tenho um lugar pra botar o microfone. Opa, calma aí. Ok, eu tinha uma poeirinha no botão de mute do microfone. Tirei a poeirinha. Aí, o que acontece? Oh meu Deus, tem um mosquito voando aqui. Sai, doido. Oxi. Como ficava meio robotizado a voz, dessa vez eu vou deixar ele em cima da minha mesa, na minha frente. Porém, sai, Pô, não. Aí,
You take a rest while I go
o que
back.
acontece? Eu não posso usar meu teclado se eu deixar o microfone na minha frente, na minha mesa. Porque senão vocês não escutam mais minha voz, vocês escutam só porrada na mesa. Então, dessa vez eu tô aqui com um controle. Eu comprei um controle de Xbox recentemente. E eu vou testar esse controle aqui. Tipo, eu já dei uma jogadinha com ele esses dias. Eu joguei, eu acho que 1 horinha de State of Decay 2. Que eu amo esse jogo, basicamente. Mas até agora eu não cheguei a jogar nada, assim, de verdade, assim, no controle. E, bem... Genshin vai ser o primeiro jogo que eu irei jogar, assim, true mesmo. Com controle, entendeu? Isso pra quê? Pra não ficar fazendo barulho no microfone, né? De eu batendo na mesa. Eu vou ter que pegar um jeito aqui. E talvez durante a live também caia o meu controle. Porque eu tô usando as pilhas. As pilhas. Ih, rapaz, não é assim que abre o mapa não, hein? Como é que abre o mapa aqui nessa brincadeira? Aqui, ó. Tá. Oh boy, tô com quase cheio de resina. Deixa eu fazer essa brincadeira aqui. Aí como é que vai funcionar hoje? Simples. Eu vou jogar aqui, basicamente, fazer minhas diárias, deixar a resininha pronta. E vou começar já a fazer o evento. A única coisa que eu vou fazer antes realmente vai ser as diárias, porque senão é complicado, né? A diária precisa ter. Tá. Nossa, é responsível jogar isso aqui no controle. Eu gostei. Não achei ruim, não. Tá. Nossa, eu tô... Sempre que eu compro um controle novo, eu fico todo negociado. Porque eu fico com medo de mexer no controle e acabar estragando alguma coisa. É como se o controle não fosse feito pra ser utilizado, entendeu? Mas... Vamos lá. Ah, né? Cara, controlezinho de Xbox. Tipo assim, eu não sei, eu acho que já deve ter tido alguma gameplay, alguma coisa que eu tava usando controle aqui antigamente. Acho que o vídeo de Cyberpunk eu usava controle. E o primeiro, na verdade, o primeiro vídeo do meu canal. Aí o que acontece? Eu sempre usei controle de PlayStation. Sempre, sempre. Eu nunca fui de usar controle de Xbox. E como eu não tenho mais um PlayStation, eu só tenho um PC, eu decidi. Eu decidi comprar um controle de Xbox. Eu comprei um controle de Xbox Series pra ver como é que ia ser, como é que ia rolar as coisas aqui, entendeu? Pra ver. Só pra ver mesmo. Cara, controle do Series, ele é bonito, tá, velho? Só que, vou falar a verdade aqui pra vocês. O que eu tô sentindo de estranhamento nessa brincadeira desse controle, cara, é uma coisa de doido, tá? Assim, muito estranho mesmo que eu tô sentindo aqui. Eu tenho que aumentar aqui um pouco o zoom. Mas vamos lá, questão de costume, né, cara? Depois de 20 anos jogando em controle de PlayStation, a gente se acostuma, né? Nossa, mas uma coisa que eu já posso falar aqui abertamente sobre esse controle é que, meu Deus, o gatilho dele é muito bom. Meu Deus do céu, que gatilho bom de apertar. Sério. Eu estraguei? Eu estraguei as... Nossa, eu nem sabia que tinha como estragar as flores. Cara, que estranho. Poxa vida. Que triste. Estou triste agora. Mas isso completou a missão mais
As long
rápida.
as you stick to your own path, it doesn't matter what Mother Nature throws at you.
É verdade, Diluc, é verdade. E... Flora. Tadinha, ela ficou triste. Porque eu estraguei as flores. É meio triste, né? Mas vamos seguir, porque temos que fazer um evento gigantesco, faltando 3 dias para ele acabar, porque eu fui meio incompetente e não fiz o evento até agora. Inclusive, falar sobre incompetência, eu também quero falar que eu fui incompetente a ponto de não conseguir realmente fazer, né, a exploração. Como é que faz? Ah, tá. Aí é plau, assim que faz. Tá, eu fui incompetente a ponto de não conseguir fazer a exploração do mapa lá de Watatsumi em live. Não fui incompetente, né? Foi na internet que caiu 2 vezes. E aí eu só desisti. Eu vou terminar de fazer realmente a exploração no off. Porque, né? Vem, filho. Vamos chiar. Oh. Nossa, eu fico todo bugado mexendo. Ó. É muito bugado mexendo no controle. Ah, eu não... Nossa. Não, beleza. Funcionou, funcionou. Isso que importa. Pô, é gostosinho. Tem um charme. Jogar no controle tem seu charme. Não é totalmente ruim, não. Vamos lá. Só terminando aqui, aí eu já vou pra Liu para começar a fazer a missão. Vou pegar aqui, ó. Plau. Opa, tô tentando atacar com R2. Pensando que tô no Dark Souls. E ela confunde tudo. Nossa, velho. Que linda a gameplay de Kekken. Eu vou usar Kekken nessa gameplay só porque ela faz parte do evento, tá? Aí eu não jogo de Kekken mesmo há um tempinho já. Acho que é um pouco nítido que eu não jogo muito de Kekken. Acho que dá pra perceber, não é uma coisa assim que... né? Não critou, né, de Luke? Porra, pô. Uma coisa que dá pra ver que eu não jogo. Mas enfim. Acho que esse pá também vai dar pra ver bastante barulho do meu controle no microfone. Ah, cara, ou é isso ou é um terremoto. Acho que isso aqui é um pouco melhor que um terremoto. Falta alguma missão ainda? Ó. Essa daqui, ó. Vamos ver, né? É bom que... Não, de Luke, pô. Sai, meu filho. É bom que eu tô jogando aqui no controle também. Que eu planejo fazer um vídeo falando o que eu tô achando do controle nas primeiras horas de gameplay. E né, assim, eu joguei 3, no máximo 4 horas de controle até agora. Isso não é o suficiente pra mim fazer nada direito. E, né? Mas que daqui a pouco vai lançar o Elden Ring, né? Elden Ring eu vou com certeza jogar de controle porque eu não sou maluco, eu não sou psicopata. Vem, querido. Cai aqui, vem. Era pra me desviar disso, mas tudo bem. Não consegui. Tem como eu... Lau. Bem, maravilha. Nossa, não consegui? Sério? Really? Oh, no. Bal. Show. Agora eu completei as diárias. Tá. Cara, esse controle tem uma coisa muito estranha pra mim. Só pra mim mesmo. Quem tá acostumado vai rir da minha cara agora. Mas eu não tô nem um pouco acostumado com o jeito que o controle funciona, entende? Tipo, um analógico em cima do outro não é alinhado. Cara, assim, é estranho pra mim a pessoa isso. Simplesmente é estranho pra minha pessoa. Ui, tem um mosquito aqui que tá me perturbando, bicho. Tá maluco? Deixa eu pegar aqui o passe de batalha. Inclusive eu devo completar hoje, né? Por causa do evento. Ih, rapaz. Tô sentindo um troço estranho aqui no controle, hein? Deixa eu ver isso aqui, calma aí. É, rapaz. Tem um botão que tá mais frouxinho do que o outro aqui. Dos gatilhos do... Qual o nome disso aqui? RB e LB. R1 e L1, né, mano? Pelo amor de Deus. É, RB e LB, sinceramente, pra mim não cola, não. Pô, mas isso aqui vai me dar gatilho, hein? Não curti isso aqui, não, hein? Não, mas tá tudo bem. Tá tudo bem, tá tudo ótimo. Ele chegou antes de ontem e eu estou me divertindo muito com ele. Ele... Nossa senhora. Por que, Deus? Tipo assim, é uma coisa tão nada, tá ligado? Mas... coisa que literalmente não é nada. Sai, mosquitão! Qual foi, doidão? É mosquito chato, bicho. Vai dormir. Eu, hein? O bicho não sai daqui, velho. O bicho quer ficar me rodeando. Incrível. Eu tenho 5 negócios? Deixa eu ver. Não, eu tenho 3. Vou fazer mais uma, só pra não ter que fazer depois. Aí eu já chego lá no evento e faço. Vou fazer meu máximo pra ignorar este pequeno, tipo... Cara, cara, eu não vou conseguir explicar isso em palavras. Mas, tipo assim... Tipo, se eu dou... Não chego a apertar o botão, mas ponho o dedo em cima do botão... Eu sinto que, tipo, ele dá uma micro, quase nada abaixadinha. Entendeu? E no outro lado, não. É só em um lado do controle aqui. Um botão no LB que isso tá acontecendo. Meu Deus, eu vou matar esse bicho. Eu vou interromper essa live pra matar um mosquito. Tô quase igual o Saitama aqui. Cara, isso...
Mondstadt welcomes you. Finding someone to chat to would be better than just standing around.
Isso tá me incomodando muito, mas vamos lá. Uma coisa que eu não vou perceber depois de um tempo. Quests. Vamos lá. Ok, tem que ir lá pra onde o Zhongli morreu. Ok. Calma aí, rapidinho. Não dá pra mexer na setinha, velho. Isso que me pega, entendeu? Nossa, eu odeio apertar analógico, meu Deus do céu. Ok. Logo aqui embaixo, vamos falar com o Ningguang.
Send this report to the Ministry of Civil Affairs and have them delegate each of the tasks on the list to the appropriate departments. Also, be sure to tell them that though the lantern rite may be complicated, everything must be done properly. I presume that you're here to celebrate the lantern rite?
That's right! So what's on the agenda for the festival this year?
As always, there will be a variety of activities taking place. Oh, but there is one of particular interest. The Ministry of Civil Affairs is planning a fireworks show this year. Releasing Mingxiao lanterns has always been at the heart of the lantern rite. But with all that has occurred in Liyue as of late, I think the people of the city need something to warm their hearts. A feeling of everyone coming together in solidarity. So, I believe that this year calls for a celebration of particular magnificence. We are currently in the process of placing fireworks at various locations all throughout Liyue. We shall choose a timely moment during the festival to set off all the fireworks in unison, allowing the sparkling lights and excitement to resonate with the hearts of the people.
Fireworks? But we've already seen fireworks in other places before. Is there something special about the fireworks?
Fireworks were originally developed alongside many other inventions here in Liyue. When our ancestors first created fireworks, they were originally known as firecrackers. Their bright flashes and loud sounds were often used for warding off beasts. In those days, it was difficult for people to contact one another. They no longer had to travel out of town to tend the fields anymore. So the use of firecrackers for but through our local customs, the pioneering spirit of the fire is down to this very day. We made improvements to firecrackers and began setting them off during the lantern rite to commemorate the tenacious spirit of our ancestors.
Wow! Everything has so much history in Liyue!
As I'm sure you already know, everything on this land accumulates history and value as time passes. That is the nature of Liyue. I've left Kuching in charge of the fireworks show. If you're interested, why don't we pay her a visit together?
Ok. Vamos olhar pra Ketin, então. Onde que você está, senhora Ketin? Oh, meu Deus do céu. Cadê essa mulher, velho? Tá lá embaixo ainda. Olha aí.
We need to add a few more locations for launching fireworks. The show has to be visible all across Liyue, not just in the city. They celebrate Lantern Rite in Jingsa Village too, you know.
But, Lady Kuching, what about our budget?
The budget is exactly what it's meant to be. It's the necessary amount of funds to properly carry out a task. If you think the current budget will not suffice, then we'll simply have to apply for more funding from the Ministry of Civil Affairs and wait for their approval. Our aim is to organize a memorable lantern rite. The budget is there just to facilitate planning. We mustn't lose sight of our goal.
Yes, Lady Kuching. I understand.
Good. And please remember, safety first. Oh, it's Ningguang and the Traveler. Are you here for the lantern rite? Your timing couldn't be any better. The preparations are almost complete. I'm reviewing the positioning of the fireworks and double-checking the relevant facilities. It's all in a day's work.
Forgive my directness, but if I'm not mistaken, you could just as easily leave these tasks to your subordinates. You've already been working around the clock these past few days. I am sure a break would not be amiss.
No, it's fine. Really, I can handle it. Pengyi, please redraft our plans, make a summary report, and send it to the Ministry of Civil Affairs. I'm going into town to check the progress of the fireworks setup. I'll return shortly. As for you, Traveler, you're our esteemed guest. Please take the opportunity to stay in Liyue Harbor and enjoy the festivities. Pengyi, is everything clear? Please remember the tasks I've given you.
Yes, Lady Kuching.
Good. Ningguang, Traveler, goodbye for now.
Please, excuse me, Lady Ningguang. And, Lady Kuching told me a great deal of information, and I have to write up the plans from scratch again. So time is— Oh! Someone with good handicraft skills should be able to use this to design their very own fireworks. You should try it when you have the chance.
Whew. Paimon couldn't get a single word in just now. Well, more like Paimon didn't dare open her mouth while they were talking. But still. Did you notice it too? Lady Kuching is a lot more outspoken than she used to be. And she seems a whole lot busier too.
Ever since the Adepti left Liyue Harbor in the hands of mortals, we Qixing have taken up the responsibility of leading the people. We have taken charge of many vital tasks in various sectors, and we are responsible for planning and organizing all sorts of affairs. That said, being in charge of everything inevitably takes its toll. It's exhausting at times. Jiangzhou was responsible for planning the lantern rite in former years, but her father is getting quite old now, so she transferred to another department this year. In the end, the lantern rite planning was left to Kuching and myself. I am the head organizer, while Kuching is responsible for the highly anticipated fireworks show. Such an important event should be entrusted to the most qualified candidate. Kuching is disciplined, yet passionate about her work, so she's naturally the best fit for the job.
She's definitely disciplined. No doubt about that.
Absolutely. She is strict with both herself and others, to the point that she can even become overly involved at times. She's worked several days without a break now. I'm concerned about the effects it may have in the long run. Finding balance is an essential concept in Liyue culture. I've tried talking to her, but you know how she is. She uses her wit to talk circles around anyone. Traveler, you are quite close to Kuching. Why don't you try talking to her? Maybe she'd thank you, Traveler. I am glad you were able to help. Kuching can be a tough nut to crack sometimes. I still have other business to attend to at the Jade Chamber. I'll leave Kuching in your capable...
Okay.
Are you sure you can really persuade Kuching to take a break? Even Ningguang herself couldn't manage to convince her. Besides, before you can persuade someone, you have to at least understand how Kuching has been working non-stop without a break. Duh! Come on, everyone knows that. Think harder. Or maybe... Huh? Zhang... Oh, there's no arguing that. Zhang it is then. thinks he's still a consultant at the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. Let's go see if he's there.
Ok. A missão começou padrãozinha, normal. Sem nada de muito especial. Mas vamos lá. Vamos ver o que acontece aqui agora. Zhongli. Será que vai ter alguma coisa maneira do Zhongli? Olá?
Hello. How may I help you? Ah, yes. Well, I'm afraid he is currently out with the director.
Out with the director? Oh, you mean for work?
The director said that they were going for a walk. If you'd prefer, you could go look for them at third round knockout. I've heard the director often goes there to do, promotion.
Ok. Vá até o alto do terceiro copo. Não sei onde fica o terceiro copo, mas vamos lá no alto do terceiro copo. Ah.
Yum, yum, yum. Ooh, I am so full. Not another bite.
Ah, o cara é massa lá. Ele é da hora, mano. Ele é da hora.
Hats off to you, Xiangling. Serving the grilled fish with a dipping sauce is quite an innovative approach. The flavor is just to die for.
That's my signature dipping sauce.
Tempered Jueyun chili powder mixed with garlic paste and chopped scallions. Then seasoned with salt, vinegar, and soy sauce, before finally sizzling in hot oil. This recipe may seem a bit crude, but is entirely hinged on the precise balancing of flavors and seasonings by the chef. Everything must be balanced just right. It is the consummate mastery of this balance that turns a humble dish into an exquisite one.
Oh, that's quite the compliment, don't you think?
I'm flattered. Thank you, Mr. Zhongli.
And I thought I have a way with words. But you certainly take the prize, Mr. Zhongli.
You are too kind, Director. Your eloquence is infamous in Liyue Harbor.
Oh, what's that? Oh, would you like to order something, Guoba? Oh, please, by all means, it's my treat. I'll just open a tab under Xiangling.
Hey, are you guys talking about tasty food again?
Oh, it's the Traveler in Paimon. What brings you to this side of town? Hold on, let me take a wild guess. Yes. Oh, you must be...
Isn't that pretty obvious?
Oh, yeah, come on. Can't you take a joke?
You came at the perfect time. I was just letting everyone try my latest dish. The owner of Third Round Knockout says it's, well, a real knockout. Mr. Zhongli and Hu Tao seem to like it too, but I think it never hurts to let more people do a taste test. How about it, you two? Would you like to have a taste? Huh. Don't have to ask Paimon twice, or once even. Huh? You mean we're not gonna try any? Oh, fine.
We meet again, Traveler. I trust your journey is going well? Splendid. Therein lies the value of a journey.
So come on. Why are you looking for our good consultant? And just in case you were wondering, we're on business too. We only tried Xiangling's dish since we just happened...
Business? What kind of business would the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor possibly have during a festival?
Even during the most joyous of holidays, life still follows its natural course, does it not? Is that really so surprising? But there
there isn't need to be alarmed. It's just... Oh, you could go ahead and chat away. Xiangling and I will go have some tea with the boss over there. Oh, Zhongli, please come get me when you're through here.
Of course. I'll see you later, Director. Now then, Traveler. What brings you to see me today? Yes. The Yuheng is honest, intelligent, and most diligent. She is capable of shouldering responsibilities that few others could. But
Yeah! Everyone knows you're super knowledgeable. Paimon bets she would listen to someone like you.
if I were still the mighty Rex Lapis, I might be able to help her see reason. But alas, I'm now nobody but an ordinary consultant. My words no longer carry the same weight as they once did. Besides, I am by no means close to the Yuheng. Taking the liberty to lecture her may just as easily produce the opposite of the desired effect.
Oh, you're right.
We could take a more subtle, indirect approach, such as telling a story that resonates with her, containing your message conveyed within it. Such a story can be achieved by referencing topics from her daily life. The story could prove even more effective if you weave in something about someone close to her.
Paimon doesn't really get it.
I knew you'd understand what to do. Go collect some source materials for your story. Of course, I can always provide you with my advice, if needed. Once we have formulated the plot, you can tell the story to the Yuheng. You are on amiable terms with the Yuheng, which makes you the natural candidate.
Oh, Paimon gets it! So we need to talk with people who know Kuching, right?
Greetings, everyone. I hope I'm not intruding.
Huh? Oh! Lady
Mr. Zhongli, I didn't expect to see you here. Thank you for all your assistance during the rite of parting.
You are most welcome, Yuheng. It was the least I could do.
Why? And what's with your strange expression? Oh, I see. My apologies. I appear to have interrupted.
Kuching, are you here looking for us?
Yes, I was going to ask you to introduce me to the Adepti. I thought that it would be fitting to send them some festive gifts. On behalf of the Liyue Qixing.
But didn't you meet them when we were fighting to defend Liyue Harbor together? You could just as easily go and find them in Juyun Karst.
Yes, but we only met briefly on that single occasion. The Adepti may have already forgotten about me, which is why I thought it would be more appropriate to ask you to introduce me first.
So you even have to run around delivering gifts in person? It sure
Thank you, Traveler. Let me go and prepare the gifts. I'm sorry to make you run errands with me during our big festival. I promise to make this quick, and I'll be sure to get you back in time to enjoy the fireworks show. Huh? Together? All right. I'll go to see the fireworks with you once I've finished my work. Speaking of which, Mr. Zhongli, the fireworks show will be particularly exciting this year. Please, don't miss it.
Ah, yes. Thank you for your kind reminder.
I should be going now. Traveler, please come find me at the Jade Chamber once you're ready.
And there she goes.
That's the Yuheng. Efficient and reliable as ever.
You're really reliable too, Zhongli.
Why, thank you, Paimon. Please, don't forget our earlier conversation. Once you've collected enough story material, we can meet here again and discuss things further.
Okay. Meu Deus do céu. Que bagulho complicado. Tá. Vamos fazer a segunda missão agora. Essa foi a primeira missão. Deixa eu só ver aqui minhas gemas. 1400. Boa quantidade de gema. Boa, muito boa. E... Tá. 8 e 12 na câmara de Jade. Então vamos pra câmara de Jade. Opa. Cara, quando eu tô parando assim no meio da conversa, é porque eu fico apertando o botãozinho do meu controle. E é... Nossa, isso realmente tá me matando agora. Que coisa complicada isso aqui. Ih, rapaz, tá. Tem que ser no analógico. Odeio mesmo que eu mexo com analógico, cara. Saco. Mas que mosquito doido. Que saco. Deixa em paz. Olá, senhora Catchin. Tudo bem com você?
Ah, you've arrived. I've made all the necessary preparations and even packed some handmade snacks. Oh, that reminds me. I've also prepared some launch tubes made by Pungyi. I hope the Adepti will like them. Is there anything else I should bring? Good. In that case, let's first pay Madame Ping a visit in the city before heading out to Jueyun Karst.
Ok. Vamos lá na Madame Ping, então. Era pra eu ter usado o itemzinho de voar antes, né? Mas tá tudo bem. Daorinha a missão. Não é, tipo, nada de espetacular até agora. Mas tá daorinha. Tipo, uma coisa que eu gostei é que pela primeira vez desde o início da história do Genshin, tivemos uma cena do Zhongli e da Hu Tao juntos. Tipo, a gente sempre soube que ela era chefe dele, mas os dois nunca chegaram a aparecer juntos. Que é no mínimo engraçado, né? Acho que os dois sempre tiveram tudo pra aparecer. Oh, vai ter Yanfei também aqui, olha só. Vamos lá falar com as duas.
The festive season is upon us. This is no time to be running hither and thither.
I get it, Granny, but you know, having lots of clients is a good thing.
I'm sure it is, but really, child? Who could be seeking your help during the lantern rite?
You'd be surprised.
Madam Ping! Happy Lantern Rite!
It's a pleasure to see you again, Madame Ping. How are you?
Oh dear, well, look who's here. I'm so glad.
Hello, traveler. Long time no see. Oh, and Lady Kuching is here too.
The Jixing have prepared some small gifts for you to celebrate this festive occasion. There are some seasonal goods, 2 bolts of fine silk, and some exotic flower seeds which I picked specifically for you, Madame Ping. I brought all the lighter gifts with me, but the silks are still on the way. I just submitted them for delivery, so I'm sure they'll arrive in good time. Please, accept our humble gifts. I hope you'll find them to your liking.
Wow, those gifts sound marvelous. Please be sure to thank the Jixing on our behalf.
Yes, how very nice of you. I'm sure the flowers will be most beautiful if you personally selected the seeds. Thank you very much.
Please, enjoy them. We intend to visit the other Adepti as well, so I'm afraid we must be going now.
Dar o fora daqui é foda.
I presume you mean Cloud Retainer and the others? Yes, they should be over in Jueyun Karst. By the way, I've heard that you designed all the street decorations yourself, Kuching. You decorated the city so beautifully. Yet, Yanfei really enjoys spending time at the festival. You'll find her wandering around there whenever she can spare a moment.
Come on, Granny. I wasn't wandering around. I was providing essential consultation to my clients.
Ó,
Oh, is that so? Were you also holding consultations with clients while you...
As a matter of fact, I was helping them calculate the prices. It's not easy, you know. I had to check a lot of different items. That's right. There are no holidays in my line of work. I have to be ready whenever my clients need me.
That sounds exhausting. Oh, Paimon...
Well, though there are no set holidays, I do get to decide on my own schedule. I can always budget some time to relax. Otherwise, I would always look exhausted in front of potential clients. It'd be hard to land new cases. Besides, what's the saying? Ah, yes. A rested worker is an efficient worker.
I was there many times when I was supervising the festival construction. I was planning to go after I finished my work, but the work keeps piling up. I ended up completely forgetting about it. Yes, I should take the opportunity to show you around while you're here. But first, we should head to Joyun Karst. If you'll excuse us, Madam Ping. We'll be... Let's see... Which Adeptus shall we visit first?
Oh! Why don't we visit Cloud Retainer at Mount Outsong first? She usually stays inside her abode, so she'll be super easy to find.
Alright. Cloud Retainer it is.
Alright, ok. E a Feliz tem alguma coisa pra falar?
Lady Kuching is so hardworking. Maybe I should take a leaf out of her book.
Não faz isso não.
I know that you must be busy, but please take...
Cara, trabalhar sem parar não é uma coisa boa. Experiência própria, tá? Tem que ter intervalo, senão você fica sobrecarregado e isso acaba afetando demais da conta o trabalho. Não dá, simplesmente. Uma péssima jogada trabalhar sem descansar. E olha lá, Ganyu aqui. Ah, rapaz, tem Ganyuzinho aqui, hein? Será que tem a Shenhe? Acho que não vai ter Shenhe não, mas seria maneiro. Olá, Ganyu.
The festive season is fast approaching. What brings you to one's abode? Has the Ministry of Civil Affairs simply run out of work for you to do?
Well, with Lantern Rite just around the corner, I decided it was a good time to take leave and pay you a visit. But, where are Mooncarver and Mountain Shaper?
Them? Oh, don't even get one started. Oh, is that not the Traveler and the Yuhung too? A rare...
Happy Lantern Rite, everybody!
Greetings, Venerable Adeptus. And greetings, Ganyu.
Huh? Lady Kuching, I didn't expect to see you here.
The Yuhung of the Chising. Here. Most fascinating. Most courteous of you to travel hither and pay your respects.
It's the festive season, and on behalf of the Qixing, I'd like to give you our regards. Please, accept our humble gifts.
As the governing body of Liyue, the Qixing must be busy with a myriad of affairs. And yet, you still take the time to visit one in this mountain abode. Oh, what an amusing cylindrical device.
This is a new type of firework which has been modified by the Ministry of Civil Affairs. I've heard that you are fond of gadgets, so I've brought one for your amusement. Cloud Retainer. Although she is not outwardly opposed to us, maybe she thinks humans are still too young to handle it. No matter. With time, our strength will become apparent enough. Before then... Good thing I came prepared. Cloud Retainer has a great interest in gadgets, so she will Ganyu has said that Cloud Retainer is very picky about food, so I made sure not to bring any snacks to avoid upsetting her. I've given everything thorough consideration.
Goodness me. Whoever would have thought? It is intricate, with ingenious design.
Yes. Judging from Cloud Retainer's expression, it seems this gift was a success.
Very good. One shall gladly accept this device. One surmises from Ganyu's words that you also wish to see Mooncarver and Mountain Shaper. Pity. Your timing is most unfortunate.
Oh, are they not home?
Those two old Mooncarver has been most anxious to see how Liyue Harbor fares, but the agreement was clear. Liyue is now in the hands of the Qixing, and he cannot simply roam into the city and begin supervising others' work as he pleases. So one tried to persuade him otherwise, proposing that if he could not be placated, he could go to the city disguised as a human and take a brief look around. Alas, he is too stubborn, too proud. Thereafter he left, claiming to have gone traveling. He has not returned since. Mountain Shaper, however, is more open-minded, but he said he wished to look for something new with which to defend the tranquility of his mountain. He told one that he was leaving in search of treasures, and one has not heard from him since. Wait. Surely this is not a case of two old coots in cahoots, rusing to excuse themselves.
Huh? What's everybody doing here?
This voice. Is it Shenhe?
Olha só.
Oh? Oh? So Shenhe's here too! Is she also here to visit Cloud Retainer?
Is she the one that you mentioned before?
Hello, everyone.
Shenhe, this is Ganyu. You have most likely heard of her.
Hello. I'm Ganyu. I work at Yujing Terrace. I've heard that you returned to Liyue Harbor recently, so if you need anything, please feel free to come to me.
I will. Thank you. I brought some food from the city. I heard that during Lantern Rite, people in Liyue bring food to share with their friends. So here I am.
Oh no, I made a point of not bringing any food offerings. Is it going—
Oh, and you even brought food for those two old fossils.
That's right.
After barely a few days in the city, you have learned so much. Thank you for these delectable edibles, Shenhe.
Huh?
Everyone, you shall all be staying in Liyue Harbor in the future. One should like to think that you will all look out for each other. Is that understood?
Will do.
Yes, understood.
This place is much livelier than I'd imagined.
The Conqueror of Demons? One has not seen him of late.
Well, then he's probably not enjoying Karst. Let's go look for him in his usual spot.
In short, one is the only Adeptus who has elected to remain in Joyun Karst for the festival. Had Ganyu not come to visit, one would likely have stayed firmly put in one's abode to resume research of gadgets and
I didn't mean to interrupt you. Please accept my profuse apologies.
Why the sudden solemnity? It would certainly not be the first time one has been interrupted on your account. As a youngling, you did so love to scurry around the place while one's attention was monopolized by mechanisms. You were especially drawn to a certain implement.
Oh no, here she goes again. This could spell trouble for Ganyu.
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry, Cloud Retainer. I just remembered there's something I must attend to. I should be going.
Oh, why the sudden haste? With the Yuheng present, why not settle this matter here and now?
No. It's something very important. In fact, I must see Lady Ningguang about it immediately.
A matter so pressing that you must find Ningguang in person?
Yes. Ningguang and I have different scopes of work, you see, and Ganyu has to report to both of us respectively. It's indeed not easy for her.
Lady Kuching is trying to help me. Yes, that's right. I'm very sorry, everyone. I will take my leave.
Huh, gone already. That child, she has always been easily ruffled. One can sympathize, however. It is no simple thing to be a secretary. Nearly every matter in Liyue Harbor, momentous, but even as an adeptus, she must never neglect her own health. Ganyu is an assiduous worker, apt to foregoing food and rest once she is busy. Please make sure she eats and sleeps properly whenever you see her.
I will. Ganyu has always been a great asset to us. Her health is a priority, so I will take good care of her.
The Yuheng, reliable as ever. It was indeed a wise decision to leave Liyue Harbor to you.
We will certainly strive to live up to your expectations.
As for these edibles, they do look delectable and you may leave them here. Shenhe shall bring these into one's abode, and one shall pass them on to Moon Carver and Mountain Shaper once they have made their return. This firework has an intriguing design. One must conduct a thorough study of it. And one also wants to hear what Shenhe has learned in Liyue Harbor.
Oh, yes. I have many interesting stories to tell.
Let us chat while one scrutinizes this device.
Yeah, don't you rest during the holidays?
One has long been living secluded in the mountains and no longer observes the holidays. Worry not, one shall take appropriate care of oneself. Rest is crucial. If one is too devoted to one's research and falls ill...
Is it really that important to test it yourself?
Of course. As one sows, so do they reap. And the joy of reaping is what one yearns for. If one spends all that time working on a machine, yet forgets to test the outcome... that would be akin to a chef who never tries his own food. It is unwise to put the cart before the horse. Enough idle chatter, everyone. One must go and continue one's research. Come, Shenhe, this way.
Poxa vida, as duas foram embora.
A chef who doesn't get to try their own food? That would be kinda weird. Cloud Retainer sure does know a lot about gadgets and cooking. Though, she can be a bit strange sometimes.
That's the wisdom of an adeptus. She takes good care of those around her. Though she lives in seclusion, she also a hermit who's more social than most living in society. What an interesting character. Traveler, Paimon, let's head to Wangshuin. Perhaps we'll find the Conqueror of Demons there.
Ok, vamos conversar agora com o Xiao. Espero que não precise de um prato de tofu, porque eu não tenho.
Let's ask Vergoldet where the Conqueror of Demons may be.
Huh? Hold on. Isn't that...
É.
Dr. Baiju, here are the herbs.
Splendid. Let me pack up and then we can be on our way.
Hey, you guys! What are you doing?
Dr. Baiju wanted herbs, so I came to collect herbs. Lots of them. And Dr. Baiju came too.
Traveler, Paimon. Oh, and Lady Kaching. It's a pleasure to see you all. We're here stocking. Boo Boo Pharmacy always runs out of digestive herbs during the festival seasons. With Lantern Rite just around the corner, we came all this way to collect some herbs, and we've picked quite the assortment. We'll be on our way back to the pharmacy once. I certainly didn't expect to see the Yuheng all the way out here.
I have some business to attend to here.
Ah, I see. It's nearly time to celebrate Lantern Rite, and you're still running errands. Hardworking as always.
I appreciate the sentiment, Dr. Baiju. I'm just doing my job.
Kaching and the Traveler are very busy. And everyone, keep it up.
Right. Thank you, Chi-Chi. We shouldn't tarry here any longer. Take care, you two. Traveler, let's go find Vergoldet.
Olha isso, gente, que tristeza. Oi, Chichi.
Dr. Baiju?
Yes, almost. But don't
Hello, Bison.
Dr. Baiju?
Yes, almost. But don't rush me. Just give me a moment.
Ok. Cueca de Xiao.
Ah, Lady Kuching. What a surprise. Is there anything I can help you with?
No, thank you. I'm just wondering if you might know where the Conqueror of Demons is.
Oh, we never inquire about Xiao's whereabouts. But if he's here, he would be up on the rooftop terrace.
He doesn't seem to be here. Perhaps we came at the wrong time.
Maybe he's out battling somewhere again. Let's leave the gifts with the owner and ask her to...
How can I help?
Where did you come from? You scared Paimon!
Yes.
Hello, I am Kuching, Yuhong of the Liyue Qixing.
The Yuhong. Yes. I saw you when we battled Osile. You are fierce with your blade.
Anyway, we're here to give you some Lantern Rite presents. See? There's lots of tasty food!
Don't waste your delicacies on me. Eradicating demons is my duty. You don't have to thank me. Karma is harmful to the human body, even if you have a stronger constitution than most. You should keep your distance from me when you can afford to.
Hey, wait! Are you leaving? Aw, come on! Lantern Rite is almost here! Don't you want to take a break?
Like I said before, I have no liking for crowds. I must remain vigilant of evil attacks, especially during the holidays. I will continue my patrol as usual. You should also exercise caution. And if there's any danger, good.
And he's gone! Well, Xiao hasn't changed a bit. Wonder if he'll come and watch the fireworks this year, though.
All right, we've completed our visits with all the Adepti. Let's take a break downstairs before we head back into the city.
Ok.
Oh no. What should we do? Huh? Oh, Lady Kuching!
Feng Yi? What's wrong? What are you doing here?
Lady Kuching, let me explain. I had rearranged the fireworks layout and expanded the range to Qingsa Village just like you requested. My people finished setting up the fireworks and we left someone in charge to launch them for the show. But the person we left in charge came back shortly. I immediately reported the situation to the Millelith and had another batch of fireworks made to be transported to Qingsa Village under... However, everyone's short-handed during Lantern Rite. The Millelith are already stretched thin and don't even have enough people to fill their regular patrols. We don't have many materials left, so if the second batch of fireworks gets stolen as well, we're done for. Which is when I bumped into you. Lady Kuching, what should we do?
According to the Ministry of Civil Affairs, the number of guards on patrol has to be doubled and rotated continuously during Lantern Rite. They must perform these extra measures in addition to their standard daily affairs. The only manpower they can muster during the but those special units are intended only for backup. There are not many of them and they cannot perform prolonged guard duty. If we wish to make use of them, we'll need to resolve the problem quick.
Maybe we can ask the Adepti for help. This would be a piece of cake for someone like Cloud Retainer or Xiao.
No, that would only make us look incompetent. I'll handle this, Peng Yi.
That's right! We can take this.
Thanks, you two. Actually, I have an idea. Let me make some arrangements. Pengyi, go back to Liyue Harbor and get the fireworks ready. Then meet me in Qingce Village. Traveler, come with me. Let's ask around to see what...
Ok. Agora começa o maior problema do Genshin, as missões com personagens genéricos. Vamos lá, tava faltando um personagem genérico. Tava bom demais pra ser verdade, né? Ó, os personagens interessantes aparecendo. Agora tá na hora do filler da missão. Ou não, quebrei a cara. Ah não, essa não é Madame Ping.
How could a whole batch of fireworks just vanish like that?
Hello, Granny Roshin. We'd like to know more.
Oh, Lady Keqing, I can hardly...
It's no trouble at all. Please, tell us what happened.
Well, when they brought the fireworks, the children in the village were very excited. The workers piled up the fireworks and said they would go... Oh, now let me remember. Oh, but the very next day, all the fireworks were nowhere to be seen. The person in charge of the fireworks was so... Oh, the villagers here are worried too. The fireworks missing can only mean that there is... Although the Millilith are stationed here, no one dares to go out anymore.
I understand. Please help reassure the people in the village and tell them everything's going to be fine with the Millilith standing guard. Traveler, let's go investigate the place where the fireworks were stolen.
Ok, vamos lá.
The thieves must think there are mostly elderly and children living in Qingce Village, all too weak to defend themselves. This is absolutely awful. We cannot let such a matter go unpunished. Let's see if we can find any clues here before we plan our next step. Are these footprints? Let's see where they lead. The footprints continue here. Let's keep following them.
Cara, saudade dessa vila aqui. Essa vila aqui eu vinha bastante no início do jogo. Porque tinha aquelas missões semanais de pegar 100 negócios. E aqui tem essas pimentinhas aqui. Cada negócio dá 3. Que ajudava bastante. Era isso aqui e aquele negócio de upar a Noelle. Lá em Mondstadt. E rapaz, olha lá o Chongyun e o Chiquinho. Brabo.
Please, this is all just a big misunderstanding.
A misunderstanding, you say? If so, then tell me, why are you hiding here?
Please, good sir, this really is just a misunderstanding. I would never dream of getting any...
Something's happening over there. Let's go have a look.
Oh, the Feiyun Commerce Guild?
Please, save your breath. Restrain this fellow. Tightly now. We mustn't let him get away.
Yes, young master.
I was sure it was an evil spirit. Turns out it's the treasure hoarders again.
Xingchun Chongyun! Hello!
Well, hello, dear traveler. Our fates cross once again. What brings you here?
Excuse me. Please, tell me what...
Ah, yes. Allow me to explain. It so happens that every year during the Lantern Rite, the Feiyun Commerce Guild transports... The family rules stipulate that the supplies must be personally escorted by a family member. Because my older brother went last year, the duties have fallen to me.
Oh, so what's Chongyun doing here?
Chongyun happened to be visiting,
so I cordially invited him to join us for the journey.
Oh, I see. But why did Chongyun say he thought there was an evil spirit?
I see that you are not familiar with the story of old. It is said that fireworks were once called fire. In ancient times, Liyue was plagued by evil spirits. As people gathered together to celebrate the annual festival, the Yang energy Liyue Harbor was under the gracious protection of Rex Lapis, so the spirits dared not enter the city. However, they still lingered near the city gates, and in order to drive the spirits away, people made firecrackers and lit them near the city gates. The flashes of light and loud noise successfully drove the spirits whence they came. This festival is now known as the Lantern Rite. It was my intention to travel around to see if there are any malicious spirits lying in wait for passers-by. Since I happened to have a shipment of goods to deliver, and our course was through the mountains, I naturally thought it best to have my thaumaturge friend traveling alongside me.
Xingqiu said he learned the story about evil spirits from an ancient text. The text vividly describes the appearance and even the whereabouts of the spirits.
Anyway, when we arrived at the area, Chongyun sensed an ambush about to take place. Upon searching the area, we found a group of treasure hoarders. They tried to flee the moment we were upon them. Fortunately, I was swift enough to catch one of them. Your timing couldn't have been more fortunate. We were just preparing to send them to the He insists the matter is merely a misunderstanding, but things seem quite clear as I see it.
Good sir, just hear me out. Everyone knows the Feiyun Commerce Guild. Had we known it was your merchant caravan, we never would have dared to attack. The master of the Feiyun Commerce Guild is famous for his generosity and noble deeds. So, you see, this is nothing but a big misunderstanding.
What you mean to say is that you were targeting someone else then?
Well, just trust me. We were definitely not trying to steal your goods.
Master Xingqiu, I would like to borrow a few of your staff to escort the thief to the Ministry of Civil Affairs. As for the bounty, we will...
It is my humble duty to uphold justice. Come then. See that this thief is taken to the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Yes, young master, leave it to us. You heard him. Take this man over there.
Wait a second. Please also deliver this message to the Ministry of Civil Affairs. It's very likely that this thief is related to the recent fireworks theft in Qingce Village. Make sure they have...
Is your task clear? We mustn't disappoint the...
Yes, young master, I understand. We'll be on our way.
I've heard many good things about you, Master Xingqiu. Thank you for your assistance.
I hardly lifted a finger. Think nothing of it.
Everyone, my intuition tells me that there could be more than one group of treasure hoarders in...
More than one group?
Oh, you've got quite a keen eye too, Chongyun.
During our search, I found scattered sets of footprints differing from those on the road. There may still be other treasure hoarders. When I was chasing the treasure hoarders earlier, I noticed that they were nearly unarmed and very few in numbers. If they truly intended to ambush the Feiyun Commerce, if you ask me, they didn't seem to be staging an ambush, but rather it appeared as if they were waiting for someone.
It appears they may be the thief's accomplices. They were probably hiding here to wait for the stolen goods.
What exactly are... Taking advantage of the elderly and children. What a load... Lady Kuching, don't fret about manpower. Chongyun, let's go lend them a hand in Qingce Village, shall we?
Yeah, just leave it to us. We can handle a bunch of thieves.
Thank you. That will help alleviate the crisis in Qingce Village. Unfortunately, the footprints we were following end here. It seems we were only a moment away from catching all the treasure hoarders.
Aww. Kuching.
Thank you. Master Xingqiu, I'll leave Qingce Village under your watch.
Most assuredly, Lady Kuching.
It's fortunate our paths crossed with those two.
It's so cool to fight for justice!
The thieves who stole the fireworks haven't revealed themselves yet. I'll go have a look around. Traveler, please go take a rest and I've troubled you enough already.
Kuching, are you it'll be safer than investigating on your own.
Yes, I agree, but we are short-handed at the moment. I can handle these trivial matters myself. The fireworks that were transported to Chingsa village were quite bulky. They couldn't have gone far. Way I see it, if they were clever enough, they would conceal the stolen goods somewhere and then come pick them up later. All I have to do is find out where they hid the fireworks and then return to the location with Don't worry. I am not reckless, and I won't carelessly alert the thieves. You can certainly trust me by now.
Well, when you put it that way...
It's settled then. Traveler, Paimon, please go get some rest. I'll go find you in Chingsa village when I'm done.
Ok. Segunda missão já foi. Deixa eu botar aqui na hora certa para continuar já para a terceira missão. 8 horas. E a pilha tá durando, hein? A pilha do controle dura, hein? Rapaz, o controle do Nintendo não durava tanto assim não, hein? Quando eu conectei o controle aqui apareceu 50%. Eu tenho menos de 50% desse negócio aqui. Vamos lá. Olha só, agora tem guardas na cidade. Guardas, incrível. Unbelievable. Oh my god. Surreal mesmo. Ah, não, lá tem 3. Agora sim, hein? Agora nada mais para. Carinha.
Rest assured, all is quiet here in Chingsa village. Zhongyun is guarding the outside and I'm guarding the inside. Not a problem in—
Good. I've made some progress in my investigation as well.
Oh? What are you planning? Is it time to strike?
Let's go!
Traveler, Paimon, you are just in time. I looked everywhere and I found some clues regarding the treasure hoarders. Besides wagon tracks, I also came across bits and pieces of following those clues, I was able to finally locate the missing fireworks. But there was no sign of treasure hoarders. No, I think they might be just overly careless. I seem to have found the location where they've been stashing all their stolen goods. They must have thought it was well hidden, and the amount of fireworks they've amassed there is astonishing. Not only did they steal the ones in Chingsa village, but also from other locations too. They've gathered all— I've asked the Millilith on guard at Chingsa village to report this to the Ministry of Civil Affairs. They will organize a search around that warehouse.
Now that the Millilith is involved, you don't need to handle this yourself.
The treasure hoarders are notoriously cunning, and they may even have lookouts. If they notice anything suspicious, they will move the fireworks and our single lead will be lost.
You're not really thinking that you can take all of them yourself, are you?
No, I am not that reckless. I just want to investigate the case, but now that I have your help, the idea is feasible.
So you really are considering it?
Okay, then there's no time to lose.
Ok, vamos bater em ladrões do tesouro, então. Essa aqui é a última missão do negócio já? E é, hein? Ah, é até mais curtinho do que eu pensei esse evento. Só umas... Eu acho que tem umas 2 horas que eu tô aqui. 2... Talvez 3. Eu comecei às 8. Sei lá. Mas é curtinho. No máximo umas 3 horas eu acho que já deve ter terminado a missão. Aí só vai sobrar pra fazer os minigames depois. Ah, não.
Please hide yourself.
Ah, sim.
Let's wait and see what happens.
Hey, boss. You think we have enough fireworks now?
Are you kidding? This ain't nowhere near enough.
But boss, if we want more fireworks, we're gonna have to steal.
You got a point. All right, then we steal those things that make a real loud bang but don't light up real pretty. What do they call them? Ah, yeah. All we need to do is make some real ruckus. As long as we distract the Millilith, the other hoarders can do their end of the job. You get it?
Got it, boss. I gotta hand it to you. We're gonna hit the jackpot this time. But, boss, all our boys are out scouting around. Don't you think we need a few more to guard the stash?
Hey, don't worry about it. The Millilith are swamped with lanternite. They won't have time to come out here. All right, move it, boys. Just a few more batches and we'll be...
Uh-oh. Hey, boss, we got trouble!
Huh? What happened?
The jig is up, boss. The Millilith are coming, and it seems they've already caught our scouts. If one of the boys hadn't set off a firework to warn us, we would have been completely blindsided. Boss, let's run!
But how did the Millilith find out about us? And fine! Leave the fireworks and let's split!
It's time to make our move. Ready?
Let's go!
Hora de lutar.
And surrender immediately.
Ha! Get out of my way! You got a death wish or something? I'll show you! Huh? Wait a second. You're Lady Kutching, the Yuhong.
So you do recognize me then? I'll say it one more time. Drop your weapon and surrender. Now!
Who would have thought we'd run into the Yuhong all the way out here? All right, hoarders. Looks like the Yuhong wants to play. We'll show you. Get him!
You're open.
Speed of light. Nowhere to hide.
You're open.
Morreu já.
Don't blink.
Ok.
All right, so you want to do this the hard way.
We surrender, Yuhong.
Now, I want some answers. What were... Tell the truth.
We were gonna smuggle these fireworks into the city and ignite them during the Lantern Rite's opening ceremony. The fireworks are really bright and loud and would definitely raise some havoc. We were gonna rob the city while everyone's distracted by the explosions. But, we didn't seem to have enough fireworks, so...
Oh? So you mean you had more than one group of thieves stealing fireworks?
Yeah, that's right. Originally, I had all the hoarders out stealing fireworks, but then one of them got caught, but I really didn't get it. Why did the Feiyun Commerce Guild get involved? We were only stealing from the government. No, what I meant is, well, I was worried that the guy who got arrested... Who would have guessed we'd end up running into you like that?
Hey, didn't one of you just say that the Millilith were coming too?
Yeah, that's right. I wonder how the Millilith even found out we had dispatched scouts. They somehow captured almost all of them. If someone hadn't alerted us, we would have all been caught.
Well, you did get caught.
Well,
It appears that the Millilith managed to get the captured treasure hoarder to talk. There may still be other treasure hoarders in the area. We should head elsewhere just to be... Traveler, please escort the treasure hoarders back to Chingsa Village and hand them over to the Millilith state. I'll be there once I am finished inspecting this place. Yes, you too. I'll see you in Chingsa Village.
Ok. Vamos pra Genshin Village, então. E aí? Olha só, um lugar que eu não venho desde que o jogo lançou também. Coisa incrível.
This is the last batch of fireworks that I can get. Please ensure that there will be no further problems.
Don't worry. The Yuhong will be taking care of this personally. And with us on guard, I assure you it'll be safe.
Yes, indeed. Oh, it appears the traveler has returned, and with 2 others, no doubt.
It's definitely dangerous to infiltrate an enemy area like that. If only I was there to fight alongside.
Come now. We both know the Traveler is most capable. But who would have known we performed such a noble deed? We had a
Yeah, talk about a coincidence.
It seems that justice always finds its way into the world. It is in fateful moments that—
So it was you! You horrible brutes are the ones who stole the fireworks? Just the sight of you two makes my blood boil.
Please, calm down. I doubt they'll be causing any more trouble now that they're in custody. Thank you very much, Traveler. But may I ask, why has Lady Keqing not returned with you?
Lady Keqing was worried there'd be more treasure hoarders.
Oh, I see. Yes, Lady Keqing is quite thorough. A squad of Millilith came by just now. I also heard that most of the fleeing treasure hoarders have already been apprehended. Anyway, you may leave these treasure hoarders to us.
And thus, our chapter has finally reached its timely conclusion.
Huh? Why the hurry to get back to the Feiyun Commerce Guild?
Inevitably, affairs do become busier around festive seasons. But no need to worry. We have many attendants to assist us. And there's always Chongyun, too.
Huh? You mean you're assigning more work to me?
'Tis only my duty as your dearest friend. Work before play, as they say. I'm sure you understand.
Oh, alright.
As the saying goes, many hands make light work.
If you ask me, I think speaking eloquently is just a guise for assigning work to everybody else.
All right, all right. I shall treat you to a meal after the work is done. Farewell, traveler.
By the way, do you know when Lady Keqing will be back? There are not many fireworks in the second batch that I brought, so I'm worried that we can't achieve the show's desired effect. I was hoping we could
Hey! Did you hear that explosion? Maybe it was fire. Oh
Ok, vamos ajudar Mr. Keqing. Cara, essa segunda parte da missão já ficou meio meh. Entendeu? Não tá mais tendo muita coisa incrível. Felizmente, essa é a verdade. Começou a aparecer uns ladrão de tesouro, uma história meio genérica. Ah, estão roubando coisas. Uau!
Oops. What did I... Hey! Keqing! Uh-huh? What treasure hoarders?
We heard an explosion and thought it might be treasure hoarders sent...
I see. Sorry, that's not the case. I saw a few sticks of fireworks on the ground, so I fiddled with them and...
Ah.
Sure enough, it seems... I accidentally lit the fuse. Before I could react, the fireworks were... already up in the air.
So no enemies? Whew. Well, that's good. We thought you might have been surrounded by bad guys.
I apologize. I didn't mean to alarm you. Fortunately, there are no more treasure hoarders in the area.
Great! The case of the stolen fireworks is finally solved! Otherwise, those beautiful fireworks would have gone to waste, and the whole show would be ruined. By the way, Keqing, you're the one in charge of the fireworks show.
Yes, of course. The best view should be from the Jade. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten my promise. But first, I have to drop by the minute. Leave the rest of this to me. You've already been a great help. Why don't you go for a walk around the city and I'll meet you when I'm done?
Okay, but we'll...
Yes.
Ok.
I'll meet you when I am done. How many times have we heard now Paimon gets why Lady Ningguang is so worried about Keqing? If she keeps working like, oh yeah, we said we would meet him. And we've even collected... Zhongli said he'd wait for us at third round knockout.
Ok, vamos lá pro alto do terceiro copo. Que restaurante estranho o nome dele, mas ok.
You are quite right. I shall take your wise words to heart, sir. They will certainly be most helpful in my next performance.
You are welcome, Miss Yun. Your willingness to hear suggestions is indeed impressive. It's no wonder your opera performance has only been getting better.
No, I'm afraid that's not always the case. Though I am still young, I can be quite arrogant at times. I do not always accept advice so readily, but your wisdom has spoken to me.
Xiangli, we're back!
Opa. Eita, nós, calminha. Calmou, meu celular travou. Opa, pronto. Calma, voltou, voltou. Voltou, voltou.
Ah, you've returned.
Yes, we sure are!
Not everyone gets the privilege of meeting someone so knowledgeable and discreet as me. You are indeed well connected, traveler.
I am flattered, Miss Yun. It is an honor for an ordinary person like myself.
Wow. Did he really just say that?
I'm sure you must have matters to discuss. I have an appointment with Xinyan, so if you'll excuse me, I'll take my leave.
Very well.
See you around, Yunjin!
So, tell me, what have you learned from your trip? I see.
Yeah, Paimon already started creating her own story on the way here. The goal is to convince Kuching to rest more with just a simple... If that's the case, then Paimon thinks we can use food. Think about it. Who doesn't like delicious food? And when it comes to eating, everyone has an opinion. It's the perfect angle for our story. Paimon knows just what to write. Let's say there's a chef in Liyue who's very talented at cooking. He opens a massive restaurant in Liyue Harbor, and lots of customers come every day. So then... how should this... Ooh, that's good. But wait, didn't we say he's really good at cooking? That would...
There's no need to jump to the conclusion. Why don't you elaborate more on the chef?
More about the chef? You mean...
Yes. To gain one's empathy, there must be familiarity. I would like to understand this chef character of ours a little...
Paimon didn't think this far.
Since you've spoken with others familiar with Kuching, why don't we integrate their thoughts into your story?
Okay. Let Paimon think. As one sows, so do they reap. And the joy of reaping...
Não falei isso não, hein?
Oh, now Paimon remembers? Cloud Retainer said that if she spends all her efforts working on a machine, then she'd be like a chef who doesn't get to try their own food. Problems are bound to pop up.
Yes, it is most unwise to put the cart before the horse.
That's exactly what she said. So, let's make that happen to the chef in the...
But there must be a reason why he doesn't partake in the delicacies he...
Right! It's because he's super busy. He receives the customer. That should keep him busy enough. He's so busy every day that he doesn't even... Hey, it's just a story. Besides, it's supposed to leave a powerful impression. Kinda like fire...
Yes, the chef is unwilling to delegate tasks to others. He's overconfident about his own cooking abilities and
Paimon already kind of feels sorry for him. Oh, right! And there's another saying. Oh, yeah! A rested worker is an efficient worker. So, the chef gets busier and busier to the point where he can't stand up straight anymore. And he has big, dark circles under his eyes.
His judgment is clouded by the chores before him. He is oblivious to mountains in the distance, the bigger picture.
Eventually, the chef falls ill, and his cooking becomes far worse than when he started. The customers can't convince him to rest, and they don't like his cooking anymore. So they stop coming to his restaurant.
Rest is always of great importance. Although we may come across various difficulties in our lives, the story is quite simple, without embellishment, yet deeply meaningful. If our listener is sensible, then she should quickly grasp the meaning contained within.
You're saying Paimon made a good story?
Sincerity can allow one to see clearly, and earnest advice can provide sound direction. The Yuheng is an adroit leader. I am certain she will understand the message you are trying to convey.
Really? Score 1 for Paimon!
Given that the case involving the treasure hoarders has come to an end, she is inevitably tired. If all goes well, I think your story will be a success.
Hear that? Zhongli says Paimon's story has what it takes. If quick, let's go find Kuching.
Okay.
The matter has finally come to an end.
Uh-oh. Internet não caiu não, né?
Increase patrols around Chingsa village and coordinate our people at other fireworks locations to prevent any further theft.
Não, caiu não. Glória.
Yes, Lady Kuching.
And by the way, the ministry has requested the Millilith to increase security along travel routes. How is that proceeding?
It's all been taken care of. However, due to various reasons, there are still some blind spots in the city.
Have we drafted a new patrol map? Please, give me a copy.
Understood. The patrol map is still being drafted, but it will be ready soon.
Okay.
Oh, excuse me, Lady Kuching? Your friends are here.
Hi, Kuching. Still working? Aren't we going to see the fireworks?
Oh, yes. But I thought we'd meet at the Jade Chamber. Why have you come here?
Yeah, we walked around the city just like you told us to. It's very nice. But it would be even nicer if you could join us.
It's nothing urgent, really. Just some trivial matters. But I wish to get it done as soon as possible.
You can leave it to us, Lady Kuching. You've been working hard for a long time, so you should get some rest. If I'm not mistaken, the Traveler is here to remind you to take a break.
That's right! Something so important that we must speak.
Oh, really? In that case, Jingcheng, I'll let you take charge.
Understood.
Traveler and Paimon, let's go to the Jade Chamber. The view there is nicer and it's...
Okay.
Well, here we are. What was it you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, we want to tell you a story from this beautiful view.
All right, I'm listening.
So it turns out we just heard some big news in Teyvat. A very talented chef is in trouble.
Oh, is the chef from Liyue? From Liuli Pavilion or Shinua Kiosk, perhaps?
No, the chef is from Mondstadt. Yeah, and he's really, really good. He had a restaurant right next to the city gate. He was super efficient, and in fact, he became so busy that the worker from the florist next door asked him, "Sir, why don't you find someone?" But the chef brushed the idea aside, saying that he's the only one that can turn top-quality ingredients into world-class...
Well, confidence is an essential trait for a good chef. He must be an excellent cook.
That's what everyone was saying. But surprisingly, after just 6 months... Shocking, right? Do you have any guess why?
Maybe the chef had fallen ill?
Wrong answer! You tell her, Traveler! Ding, ding, ding! Yep, it's because the chef was too stubborn. He would keep himself busy every day, and try to make the most delicious dishes for all his guests. But he forgot that he's only human and needs time to eat and rest. He was so busy that he didn't even have time to eat and couldn't even taste his own cooking. He was unwilling to seek help, even when he's tired, because he thought he's the only one. Eventually, the people around him felt like they couldn't help him anyway, so they just left. And because he had forgotten the original taste of his dishes, he was, in the end, his restaurant had no choice but to close for good.
I see. He's overly confident, which disappoints the people around him, and he's so impatient that he ends up losing sight. So, that's the whole story?
Oh, yep, that's the whole thing. Hey! Didn't you just say that Paimon made a great story?
Did you come up with that story?
Oh, no, we just...
How should I describe it? The story is very simple, and I think before you act and don't overexert yourself. Of course, I understand these concepts in theory, but when tasks come to me personally, it is easy to lose sight of the bigger picture. Yes. Up in the mountains, we can see the mist in the clouds. Out in the ocean, we can see fog on the sea. That's why, from time to time, we need to examine where we are, remove the fog, and feel our heart.
So, how do you feel now, Kuching?
How do I feel? Deep down inside, I wish I could slow down time. That way, I could finally take the opportunity to walk around the city, see the people I wish to see, and watch the fireworks. Thinking back, I used to be even more impatient. My colleagues would resign after just 3 months of working with me. You're completely right. It's important to know your boundaries. But I am getting better. You can tell, can't you? And I did make a promise with you, didn't I? We agreed to enjoy the fireworks show together this year. Happy Lantern Rite, Traveler and Paimon. I'm very happy to be here and enjoy this moment together with you. I've poured all my best effort into this fireworks show. And now that we're here, I sincerely hope you will enjoy it. I feel very fortunate to be right here, enjoying the fireworks, and enjoying the view of Liyue Harbor.
Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite. And thank you.
Lady Kuching, the item Lady Ningguang prepared for you has arrived.
Traveler, wait here for a moment. Don't go anywhere.
Huh? Must be something important.
Traveler, Paimon? Ningguang had her personal tailor make it for me. Said it's an imported style. Well, do you like it?
Wow, it's beautiful!
It's time. Traveler, please enjoy the grand finale of this year's Lantern Rite. The fireworks show.
check you out. Looking pretty fancy.
Only a true treasure catches the eye of Captain Beto. Seems I've struck gold with this one.
Did you see that? Way over there, a firework that looks just like a pig!
So it does.
Hey everyone, time to eat. Food's ready. No better way to celebrate.
Dr. Baiju, sorry to trouble you again this year.
No trouble at all.
Lantern right. Happy Lantern right. Huh?
Happy Lantern right!
Uai, não acabou? Pensei que tinha acabado já. Deixa eu ver. Faltou essa missão aqui, né? Do Defensor do Oceano. É verdade. Deixa eu ver aqui. Não, não.
For work-life balance, but
Ah, olha só.
I think this is pushing it.
Pô, seria tão maneiro se tivesse acabado aqui agora. Tristeza que não acabou. Mais uma vez era pra me ter usado o bagulho. Mas eu esqueci. Não tem problema não. Rapaz, essa missão é um pouco grande, hein? Só que, diferente do outro evento, esse evento aqui eu não vou fazer os minigames dele aqui em live não, vai ser só a história mesmo. Só pra deixar a história registrada mesmo que eu tô fazendo isso aqui. Eu meio que desisti de live de gameplay por um momento. E, cara, é mó rolê fazer live de gameplay, entendeu? Tipo, ficar me concentrando na live e no gameplay ao mesmo tempo não vai dar certo. Acho que talvez a próxima live de gameplay que vai acontecer vai ser só no lançamento de Elden Ring.
Gather round. If you're passing by, don't pass this up. Shadow Lantern? You two look like you're out to have some fun. Care to check out the Shadow Lantern, my latest invention? It's very simple. All you have to do is rotate the objects. Intrigued? You should try it out for yourself. I hope the Shadow Lantern shows you something truly
Sounds pretty cool. Let's give it a whirl.
Eu vou ser obrigado a fazer isso? Oh, meu Deus. Isso não vai me dar tanta gema quanto eu pensei, hein? Pensei que isso daria mais gema. Mas tá bom. Ok. Próxima quest é como? Opa, é aqui. Próxima quest. Como é que fica? Cadê? Onde que fica? Fica ali. Vai para a Câmara de Jade. Ok. Vamos para a Câmara de Jade, então. O pior de tudo é que eu tô gostando de jogar no controle. Tá gostosinho. Pensei que eu não ia gostar não, mas eu gostei. Dá pra se divertir bastante no controle. Hello, Ningguang.
A great many things are still unaccounted for. The new Jade Chamber is missing many of the contents held by it. All the literature, furniture, and ornaments most of it was destroyed in the process, and the small handful of items that survived intact are it takes someone with sturdy sea legs to handle this job. But even then, I just can't tell whether Beto will be able to fish out everything herself.
Wait, so you made Beto go and fish your stuff out of the sea for you?
To claim that I made her do anything would be imprecise. We reached payment as one aspect of it, but I also compensate her in other ways. Let's just say it's a little complicated. Anyway, Beto is currently in the Guyan Stone Forest area. If you're interested, go pay her a visit. You may...
Ok. Deve ser agora que eu vou liberar o evento lá do negócio. Deixa eu só conversar aqui com a Ningguang mais uma vez. E aí, rapaz? Como é que é? Ui.
Beto is salvaging some of my Jade Chamber collection out of this...
Ah, ok.
Business related is confidential.
Agora provavelmente vou ter uma lutinha de boss. E olha só quem tá aqui.
What did you think of this year's fireworks display? I just hope this festival can be everything that people want it to be. Really? I hope you're not just saying that to reassure me. I want you to be straight with me if you have any suggestions. Anyway, if you have any time during the festival, take a look around the city. There's a lot to see, but it won't last, so make the most of it.
Mas é claro.
If only I had a little more free time. I'd love to take you around and show you everything we did to make the city look special during the festival. What did you think of this? I just hope this festival can be everything. Really? Anyway, if only I...
Ok. Vamos agora ir lá para o navio da Lady Ningguang. Ver o que temos para fazer aqui. Ah não, Xinyan não, bicho. Oh meu Deus do céu.
Ningguang, you're really trying my patience. I'm sorry, but if the Jade Chamber smashed into smithereens when it hit the sea, then so did everything inside it. Just because I know the ocean... Oh, Traveler, what are you doing out this way? Great, you couldn't have picked a better time. The whole fleet's caught up with other things right now, so Look, I even had to rope Xinyan into this.
Yeah, what's the occasion? Did you...
You bet I did. Nothing official, mind you. Beto wanted to hold a feast on board, and I agreed to come play a couple of tunes. But all that went out the window when someone showed up saying they were one of Ningguang's secretaries. They called Beto away.
I think it was Bai Wen or Bai Xiao. Anyway, Ningguang apparently came up with the bright idea of me going out on the sea and salvaging a bunch of her old valuables. She seems pretty well... Well, at the end of the day, the price was... Now, if we're gonna go trawling for trinkets, we're gonna need a smaller vessel. All the available boats have been dispatched already, but by the looks of it, we're still one short. Say you have your own vessel, do ya? Great, let's take yours then. The more people we have on this job, the better. Because the sooner we get this wrapped up, the sooner we can get that feast going and actually enjoy the festival.
É verdade, né? Eu vou poder usar o barquinho aqui. Tem um geóculos aqui? Tem um geóculos aqui, que doideira. Nossa, a sensibilidade da câmera é uma coisa que eu preciso mudar urgentemente. Pelo amor de Deus. Pelo amor de Deus, que isso aqui foi ridículo, isso aqui agora. Controle, sensibilidade da câmera. Cara, mas não é qualquer sensibilidade, é só a sensibilidade de cima pra baixo. Vou aumentar aqui. Tipo assim, ó, tá da hora, mas... olha o remo. Olha o remo. Não tá, não tem problema não. Oh, meu Deus. Tá. Vou dar teleporte aqui pro bagulho.
I do hope the Knights of Favonius are all working hard.
Ah, é mesmo, Jane? Que interessante. Quer roubar outra ganil minha? Nice.
So, this is it? This is your boat? It's really, compact. But it works. It's about the right size for sweeping up junk from the water surface.
The only thing is, we're packed in like sardines here. There's nowhere to put my guitar.
Xinyan, your axe is getting a little too close for comfort.
Oh, whoops! Let me try to move that out of your way.
Xinyan, why does your guitar...
Hold up, are those treasure hoarders?
We don't usually see these guys out at sea. Could they be
Ah, é,
here
né?
for the same reason as us? Come on, traveler. Steer us a little closer.
Acerta o negócio, pelo amor de Deus. Vamos acertar isso aqui. Isso.
Huh? Why are they headed back to shore?
To reconvene with their posse, I'll bet. Speed it up a notch, traveler. This is a chase now.
Chase, esses caras tão parados, língua. Pelo amor de Deus. Tá. Ok.
They're gaining on us. We can't give them the slip. Call it Carmen.
Carmen? What kind of treasure hoarder has a name like that?
One that I happen to know pretty well. Didn't think we'd be running into him.
Cara, a build da bichinha eu acho que não tá direita, porque tá faltando alguma coisa. Eu não estou... Ih, rapaz, olha só isso aqui. Eu acho que eu tenho que usar bombinha, né, pelo que eu li. Isso não é uma bombinha. Como é que eu uso bombinha? Não uso bombinha, ok. Vou fazer o seguinte, então. Vou pegar você? Tá, você não vai vir, né? Não, tranquilo, então. Então, continuar aqui de... Continuar aqui de Mr. Catching.
Incoming! Cut to the chase!
Eu vou ter que te matar agora? Sim. Tudo bem. Por mim, ok. Aqui, ataca mesmo no controle? Tchau. Crit, meu querido. Agora vamos lá. Nossa, eu não peguei o bagulho. Ah, nossa. Era simples. Era só usar a bombinha. E eu não tinha visto. Não tô acostumado com o negócio de... Ai. É.
Stop! All of you! Are you blind? Can't you see this is Captain Beto? Captain Beto, it's been a while. Still fighting fit, I see.
I guess it has been a while, Carmen. You're looking a little worse for wear. Maybe if you did your own dirty work rather than dispatching your minions, you wouldn't...
How you jest, Beto. Very amusing.
To get serious for a second, though, I'm gonna be needing all of this. So put everything down, and I won't cause you any more trouble.
Of course, of course. Whatever Captain Beto wants. You heard her, people. Drop the goods. Here you are. It's all here. So, we'll take our leave now?
Wow, he did what we asked without a second.
Couldn't run up.
Don't waste any more time on them. We've still got salvaging to do. But we should load this stash onto the boat first. Come on, Traveler, help me out here.
Ok. Ainda tem mais um, né? Tem. Eu só pegar agora os minérios. Pô, já que eu tô aqui, por que não coletar minério, né? Esse minério aqui é útil. De vez em quando tem alguma coisa que eu não posso ficar no Genshin por muito tempo, eu só faço minha diária e ponho esse minério aqui pra fazer e sucesso. É verdade. Tem mesmo.
Can't quite make out what they are. Let's bring them in and take a look. I'll take the rudder. Traveler, Xinyan, go reel them in.
Ok, tem mais aqui. Cara, esse aqui que é a missão? Você tá de brincadeira comigo, né? Que isso aqui é a missão. Nossa senhora. Que missão bonita. É isso que eu queria fazer, realmente.
Looks like another treasure hoarder raft straight up ahead. But why is it empty?
I guess Carmen told all his people to call it off. Smart choice. He knows who he's up against. Let's keep going.
Que tristeza, cara. Na moral. Não tá tão vazio assim, né?
We gotta wrap this up soon. Leave the... and I need a few of you to load the boat up. Move it!
Whatever you're about to...
Beto?
I might ask you the same question.
I mean, what does it look like? We got lucky. Found... If you see anything you like, it's yours for the taking. A token of our esteem for the mighty Captain Beto.
Is that right?
But me and the guys have been busting a gut gathering all this up. You gotta leave us a little something.
Let me make this crystal clear. These things do not belong to you, and they never will. See,
that's a little...
Huh. Sounds a lot like you're stalling to me. Talk is cheap. Let's settle this the old-fashioned way.
Tá ferrado, amigo. Ó. É assim, ó. Blau. Ah, verdade, eu tô com a senhora Beidou aqui. Ah, já que o jogo quis. O jogo quis me dar a Beidou. O triste é que eu não sei jogar com Beidou, né? Mas... tirando esse pequeno detalhe... vai ser maravilhoso jogar com Beidou. Grita, Jin. Grita. Não quer gritar. Obrigado. QBY. Vai, me ataca, me ataca, me ataca, me ataca mais. Blau. Tá faltando taxa crítica nessa Beidou, hein?
The boat's loaded in the water, boss. Come take a look.
Captain Beto pulls no punches. Retreat! Retreat!
Vamos, vamos, vamos. Ataca mais, ataca mais, ataca mais.
We'd better bail too.
Rapaz, deixa eu...
We're sorry we offended you, Captain Beto. Give us some time. We'll find a way to make it right. I promise.
Ah, mas já acabou? What? Eu não matei ninguém.
Who cares? They didn't take anything with them. The bigger problem here is there's no way all of this is going to fit onto your boat. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Unload the boat and put everything here in one place. Based on the original plan, Sea Drake's boat should be coming past here at some point. When they get here, we'll hitch a ride with them. In the meantime, traveler, head back to the Jade Chamber and deliver a message to Ningguang for me. Just tell her we're almost done fishing for trinkets here, so she should start getting... Alright, thanks, if both Carmen and Leo were here, then I wonder if that other boss of theirs, Big Sis, is snooping around. I've got to tell Sea Drake and the rest of the crew to stay on high alert.
Ok, vamos conversar com a senhora Ningguang, então. Essa parte da quest já deu uma animadinha, mas aí depois deu uma tristezadinha. Pô, começou bem, ficou horrível. Tinha tudo pra ser uma ótima quest e acabou que é uma quest bem mais ou menos até o momento. Vê se melhora, né? Espero que sim. Melhorar vai ser triste. Olá, senhora Ningguang.
Welcome back. I trust Beto is making good progress on salvaging the items. Treasure hoarders. I see. Yes, I can imagine that must have been rather irksome. It sounds like you scared them off on this occasion, but it won't end there. They are not the type to forgive and forget. You needn't concern yourself with them any further, though. Leave them to Beto. She is well versed in handling treasure hoarders. I will be sure to make preparations for her compensation. I also owe you my thanks for coming all this way to deliver Beto's message. Now, please excuse me. I have other business that demands my attention. I wish you a fun-filled festival.
Ok. É, eu acho que não vai dar muita gema isso aqui não, hein? Eu acho que esse evento vai ser meio flopadinho de gema, hein? Pelo que eu tô vendo aqui, só se o último negócio realmente me der muita gema. Vai. Ah, tá. É, mas é isso. Jogar de controle tá sendo melhor do que eu pensei, na verdade. Tá sendo bem da hora jogar Genshin de controle. Eu só preciso parar de ficar com medo de estragar meu controle e superar esse botão estranho que tem aqui. Que tá de jeito meio errôneo, como eu posso falar assim. Eu não marquei, né, a missão. Não tem? Como não tem? Tá doido? Maluco. Tem que ter, ué. Não faz sentido não ter. Não, já tem, ué. Já tem? Já tem. Uai, só que estranho. Vai, acabou então? A história? Really? Não pode ser. Grande reunião, é isso aqui? É isso aqui. Esse evento não vai dar muita gema quanto eu pensei, não, hein? Meio flopado isso daqui. Mas enfim. Caraca, acabou então a missão? Não tem um final? Deixa eu ver aqui o passo de batalha. Tem alguma coisa que eu já fiz? Não tem, né? Não, tem não. Que estranho, tá doido? Então, sensacional. Mas não deu missão encerrada. Não deu missão encerrada. Não sei por que tá assim. Não sei, não sei. Sério mesmo. Ah, meu Deus, um peixinho. Cara, acho que é isso aqui então. Não tá aparecendo mais missão aqui. São que horas agora? Deixa eu ver. São 22h13. Cara, é 22h13. Isso aqui. Não. Isso aqui. Não, também. Não, não, não. Quer dizer, sim, mas agora não. Coroa. Tá, loja de evento. Deixa eu ver como é que tá aqui. Um monte de coisa diferenciada. E aqui? Um monte de móvel. E aqui? Uma coroa. Gema que é bom? Não vende, né? Não vende. Incrível. Tá bom. Cara, não é possível. Só um momentinho que eu vou verificar aqui que eu acho que eu perdi alguma coisa naquele diálogo com a Ningguang. Não, não é possível que seja isso aqui mesmo. Deixa eu até entrar aqui na live pra ver. Tá bom.
In adventuring, as in business, you always have to seize the opportunity
Cara.
while it's there.
See. Yes, I can imagine that must have been rather irksome. Won't end there, though. Leave them to Beto. She is well versed in handling treasure hoarders. I will be sure to make preparations for her compensation. I also owe you my thanks for coming all this way to deliver Beto's message. Now, please excuse me. I have other business that demands my attention. I wish you a fun-filled festival.
Deu completo mesmo a missão. Ah, é isso então. Acabou. Ok. Se tiver mais alguma coisa, depois eu, sei lá, boto algum vídeo. Ou não, não sei. Enfim. Foi isso então, a missão principal do evento. Agora eu vou só ficar fazendo aqui as centenas de secundárias para pegar todas as recompensas. Não vou fazer isso em live de jeito nenhum, porque... Como eu disse, ficar em live é uma coisa cansativa demais. Mas é isso então. Muito obrigado. E... valeu!